Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. It's Monday, and I'm going to keep this going through the month of June, and then the next 6 months, if I'm still around, I'm going to change the format. But right now, Monday is Poem Day, and this is one of my favorites that was reputedly attributed to Mother Teresa, but it turned out to be attributed to a man named Kenneth Keith, who is a graduate business professor. And here's how this one goes. It's called Anyway. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're blind, people may accuse if you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you'll win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give the best anyway. In the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. So we're doing what we're doing. Put out your best one. This week I'm going to go back to some of the Tibetan Buddhist teachings that I received early on. I was very fortunate in 1974 to be in Boulder, Colorado for the first year opening of Naropa University, where I got exposed to Chögyam Trungpa from the Kagyu lineage, real crazy wisdom master. And it's strange because you begin a practice with the hope of getting something from it. And yet one of the first teachings that he gets to withdraw what he calls self-reference to something outside of yourself, to give yourself meaning or identity, is stop being motivated by what you can get out of the practice. It's an obstacle of personal goal orientation and makes the mind not free from aggression. You have to give yourself more space than technique, which means you no longer have to keep proving to yourselves that you're doing it. And the intellect, which is usually associated with logic and the notions of proof, try to confirm this for your ego-centered experience. So if you do that, your tendency is to become insular and create fortifications around yourself. But your practice is never a safeguard against the suffering in the world and the suffering of our own confusion. Not wanting to experience life's pain or sorrow or suffering, that's a gesture of defensiveness, not of liberation. And it's a rude awakening when you leave your yogic environment or whatever environment you think is your conscious environment, that the world was harsh and unpredictable. That means post-meditation is not as refined as we expected. So should we chance relating to it again? Should we lose whatever peacefulness and clarity we have in our private garden area where we do our work? Or can you accept the fact that we all quiver, we all tremble, we're all not quite sure? Our practice has to expand what's happening post-meditation or post whatever discipline we do to include the reality of relationships, so we can be more adventurous and we can accommodate the whole noise, the din, the color, the chaos of life. So it's as if life is the ultimate vaccine that you take, but in this case, it doesn't inoculate against you, against life. No, you take a little bit of life inside yourself, and then you're willing to admit that negativity exists, and be kind to yourself whenever and wherever you find yourself in a situation where compassion to yourself is appropriate. And then once you realize your heart is an open wound, it's throbbing, it's alive, It's a delight to discover that fundamentally, deep down, we have softness. The world struggles against this vulnerability and softness, tries to build steel, concrete, glass over your heart. But it's undeniable that the deep intrinsic wakefulness that we all have is a fulfillment to realize our job is to be soft, to be kind. Don't rely on the words solely of teachers, peers, gurus, friends, relatives, governments. All their books and all their paths are linked to uncertainty. Because we're not clear about who we are, we look outside ourselves to find somebody else to give us a reflection of it. But the primordial goodness inside everybody is fully awake. It's existing without a reference point to something other than it. So disperse all doubt, drop into the vastness, the depth that we have, and benefit all with your kindness. And like a Zen practitioner, leave no trace of the owner or the bearer of the kindness. This week we're having the next good for good good for yoga class with the good vibrations. I'll be there Wednesday 11 to 1 with my fabulous apprentice co-teacher Laura McNamara. Check out my website gabrielhalpern.com. You can sign up for it there. The Magic on the Horizon is the name of this class. Hope to see you there. Check you out tomorrow. Have a great day.